Hey guys, okay, here we go. We are doing 11.5. That's right, 11.5. It's called Products and Quotients. Of radicals. Okay, we're only going to do a small portion of this section, just one portion. For whatever reason, Algebra 1 divided this one section up into 3 in their book. Okay, I don't understand why yours is all in one. So today we're going to do simplifying of radicals, and I'm going to give you a small little crash course of it. You'll catch on real quick, trust me. And then possibly I'll do the we'll multiply and divide. I don't know what we'll do tomorrow, okay? But today I do want you to kind of understand how to simplify radicals. Very, very simple. Watch what I do, okay? So today we're simplifying, and this will be a short video too, because all I'm going to do is give you the steps, and then we're going to do a ton of examples, and then I'm setting it free. Simplifying radicals. Okay, I'm going to pause. Okay, sorry guys. The principal called, and I'm just now coming back. Okay, I'm back. All right, simplifying radicals. Well, we didn't get very far, did we? And you're going to have to excuse the noise in the background because my husband is making dinner right now. Okay, so here we go. The steps to simplifying radicals. Okay, step 1, and I have all my notes, so today will be a lot better. What you're going to do is you're going to do the factor tree. Remember the factor tree? You're going to do the factor tree and list all the prime factors. Step 2, you're going to circle groups of 2. 3, circled groups go on outside of radical sign and multiplied if needed. I've got examples for y'all, so don't worry. 4, leftovers. I'll tell you what that means. They go on the inside of radical sign and multiplied if needed. Okay? All right. Those are the steps. So let's jump right in. And I'm just going to start doing examples because I guarantee I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 examples. I know by the time I'm done, you're going to get it. So if you look in your book at skills, check 2. That's what I'm going to start off with, okay? Now, please keep in mind, I'm only teaching simplifying radicals today, not all of the other stuff. So do not worry. I'm just giving you the basics, okay? All right. So number 1 is skills check. Square root of 12. And we're going to simplify it. Now, step 1, factor tree. So over here, we're going to do the factor tree. Remember this? What 2 numbers, when multiplied, give you 12? It can be any of them. I'm going to choose 2 times 6. We circle our prime numbers, and we keep going. 2 times 3. My notes are messy. Now we list our primes, our prime numbers. And remember, we cross them out so we don't get confused. Don't forget, list in order. Least to greatest. Do not forget that. Okay? I know y'all have already done this before, just so you know. Okay. Number 2 says circle groups of 2. They don't mean like all your 2s. They mean groups of 2. We have 2 2s and 1 3. This is my group of 2. This, see leftovers? This is my leftover. Now, if you look, number 3 says circled groups go on the outside of the radical sign and multiply as needed. You're going to take that group, that's going to be just 1 2. Your leftover, number 4, leftovers go on the inside of the radical sign and multiply as needed. But I'll show you the multiply in a minute. So the leftover goes in here. And guess what, guys? That's your answer. You're done. So let's go over that again. Step 1, we did our factor tree. We list our prime factors. Step 2, if you look back up here, says circle groups of 2. Not just the number 2, but a group of 2. There's 2 numbers here that are the same. I circle it. Step 3, circled groups go on the outside of the radical sign. Boom. And you only take one of each group. I should say that. Only take one number from each circled group. There. So you only take one from that circled group. Step 4 says leftovers go on the inside of the radical sign. Whoops, I just stabbed myself. 3 is your leftover. It went on the inside. Boom, we're done. That's it. Let's do another. If you need to rewind the video, you know you can. All right, number 2 of the skills check. Square root of 125. Okay, step 1, we're going to do our factor tree. What 2 numbers when multiplied give me 125? 5 times 25. Circle your prime. What 2 numbers give me 25? 5 times 5. Circle your prime. So now I have 5, cross out, 5, cross out, and 5, cross out. Okay, step 2 says circle groups of 2. All right, I have 3 5s here. If I'm going to circle a group of 2, here's my group of 2. See, now I think it's starting to click. Oh, okay. And remember, we have leftovers. This is my leftover. So here's my radical sign. Step 3 says the group goes on the outside. And remember, we only take 1 5 from that. Leftovers go on the inside. So that 5 went on the inside. That's a group of 5s, a pair, you can say. And that 5 goes on the outside. So your answer, 5 times square root of 5. See that? Okay, let's do another. That's the good thing about this, the way I broke it down. Instead of teaching you all the stuff in this section, how to multiply radicals, how to divide radicals, how to simplify radicals, all in one section, they don't do that in Algebra 1. Why on earth are they doing that here? So once you get this down, then you can move on to the next step. And if we don't get to it this year, that's okay, because this right here is like 3 chapters worth of information. You have to know how to simplify radicals to do all the other stuff with radicals. So next year, you're already going in ready to go because you'll know how to do this. Okay. And by the way, last several years, they didn't even get to learn this. You're learning a lot. A lot. Okay. 242. Square root of 242. All right, you're going to do the factor tree. And 2 goes into 242 121 times. 2 is my prime. So what 2 numbers when multiplied give me 121? 11. 11 times 11. Those are prime. So I'm going to rewrite my prime factors in order from least to greatest, and I should have crossed those out. Now, step 2, circle your groups of 2. We have 2 11s, so I'm going to circle my pair right there. 2 is going to be my leftover. There's my radical sign. Remember, the pair goes over there. The leftover goes in here. So we take 111, put on the outside, and that 2 goes there. So your answer is 11 times square root of 2. See? Y'all thought it was going to be ugly. All right. 4. Simplify the square root of 63. All right, step 1, factor tree. 3 goes into 63 21 times. Circle that 3. 3 times 7 gives us 21. Now I'm going to list my prime factors. 3 times 3 times 7. Step 2 says to circle your pairs. I have a pair of 3, a group of 3, and so 7 is going to be my leftover. Here's my radical sign. Remember, the 3 goes on the outside. Your leftover goes on the inside. We take 1 3 from that group, goes on the outside. Leftover 7 goes on the inside. My answer, 3 times square root of 7. That's simplifying with radicals. I think y'all are getting it. Okay, so okay, so we're gonna get a little tougher. I'm gonna do some other examples. These are not from your book. These are from some that are in my textbook. Okay. You'll see how little problems you have to do for homework as to why I'm not doing any from that page. You'll get it. Okay, so I'm going to write down, you need to simplify square root of 72. I want you all to pause the video, and I want you to try doing it. Oh, it's going to be kind of crazy. Maybe I shouldn't. You can try it, okay? Just try it. All right, 72, factor tree. 2 times 36. 3 times 12 gives us 36. Circle those primes. What 2 numbers give us 12? 3 times 4. And then what 2 numbers give us 4? 2 times 2, and I'm circling my primes. All right, let's write the prime factors in order. In order. Because you will mess up if you don't. So least to greatest, I have 2, cross out 2. I have another 2 here, cross out 2. Times 2, cross out 3. Times 3. Okay, step 2, circle your groups of 2. Notice I have a group of a 2 right here and a pair here. I have 2 pairs this time. This is my leftover. So step 3 says that the groups go on the outside and multiply if needed. Multiply if needed. So we're going to take a 2 from here and a 3 from this group. And we are going to be multiplying in a minute. The leftover still goes on the inside. All right, boys and girls, 2 times 3 is what? 6 times square root of 2. Okay, let's take a look at that again, because that's the first time you've had one of those. So we listed all of our prime factors. You know how to do factor tree. You circle all of the groups of 2. You have one here, and we have one here. All the circled things go on the outside, and they have to be multiplied. Notice that that's what we're doing here. We're multiplying. See the dots? All this will be multiplied. So stands to reason you're going to do that here too. So 1, 2 from here goes on the outside, and 1, 3 goes on the outside. Guys, if you give me 23, it is wrong. It's 2 times 3, 6. Don't give me 23. Some of you are going to do that. Don't do it. And then you just bring that down. Okay, let's do another. And if you want to pause this video and try it, like if you messed up, if you paused it and you're like, man, we didn't do one of these sample examples. Okay, now you did. Now you can try this because you know there's going to be some multiplying. All right, so factor tree, 240. Ooh, this is long. 2, and this is how I did it. I always use 2 first. You can use other numbers. It doesn't matter. We've talked about that. All right, 2 times 60 gives us 120. Circle your prime. 3 times 20. Circle your prime. 2 times 10 gives us 20. Circle your prime. And then 2 times 5. Circle your prime gives me 10. Write these at least to greatest order. So 2, cross out. Times 2, cross out. Times 2, cross out. Times 2, cross out. Now we have a times 3 and a times 5. Make sure you have all of your prime numbers or you will get a wrong answer. Okay, circle your groups of 2. Group of 2. There's a group of 2. Oh, look, I have 2 leftovers. I bet some of you figured out what to do with those, because step 4 says leftovers go on the inside of the radical sign and multiplied if needed. Guys, you're going to do the same thing on the outside and inside. So I'm going to draw up my radical sign. Both of these pairs are going on the outside. 1, 2 from that group and 1, 2 from that group. And you are multiplying. That isn't 22. That is 2 times 2. Your leftovers, you have a 3 and a 5. They go on the inside. 3 times 5. Make sure you multiply. So 1 from each of these pairs goes on the outside and you multiply. And your leftovers you just throw in there. Okay? And you're going to multiply. So 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 5 is 15. You're done. You're done. All right, I got 2 more, and then I'm setting you free. All right, 3. Square root of 200. All right, here we go. Factor tree. 2 times 100 gives me 200. 2 times 50 gives me 100. Circle those primes. 5 times 10. Circle your prime. And then 2 times 5 gives me 10. So circle. All right, 2 times 2 times 2 times 5 and times 5. All right, circle your groups That's step 2. There you go. And I only have 1 left over this time. There's my radical. So 1 from each of these pairs goes on the outside. So I have a 2 from this pair times 5 from that pair. And then your little leftover, again, goes on the inside. Okay. 2 times 5 is 10 times the square root of 2. There's your answer. Okay, last problem. No, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. That's all the examples I'm doing for you. Okay, so y'all are going to be doing, I think y'all got the idea. You're doing page 473, 473, numbers 7 through 12 all. That's it. And it will be due Thursday. Okay, so tomorrow you'll be getting the very last video of the year. I'll have to wear a different hat or something since I didn't wear one today. Okay, and then I can say my goodbyes and all that good stuff, all right? You will have your quiz Friday. Please understand, and I think I posted that on the wall, but all like missing, late, anything is due Monday, 3 p.m. After that, you get a 0. Even if it's not the full 5 days, you get a 0. We are uploading grades at 3 p.m. for report cards, and if we don't have it, it goes in there as a 0. Okay? So like your quiz on Friday, I have to have it that Friday. Got it? It's a quiz, y'all know that. If you give it to me on Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, I'll probably give you 50. Okay? Because I have to get all this stuff taken care of. And some of you are still not turning work in on time, and that makes our jobs a lot harder, just so y'all know. So, all missing, late, anything, if you haven't already received a 0 or whatever, please know, Monday, 3 p.m. Now, if it's past the 5 days, it's already a 0, right? Right here. No exceptions, by the way. And I've already talked to the principal. He's on board, and everything's cool. Okay? All right, so Thursday, you'll be getting the last video lesson, and then Friday, you get a quiz. All right, talk to you later. Bye.